Hi everyone, welcome back to Not Defining. My name is Mark and today we are going to be talking about anxiety and OCD in LGBT plus people. Hello, wonderful followers. I'm so glad you're here. It's lovely to be speaking with you again. Today, I'm going to be talking about anxiety and OCD, particularly in relation to those who have a complex sense of sexuality or identity. As always, if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our community. If you're new to the channel, then please check out our other videos and comment in the comments box. I always respond. If you'd like some personalized help, then I'm always here. Come follow us on all the other social media platforms at Not Defining. What is OCD? OCD stands for Obsessive Compulsive Disorder, and it's a particular form of mental condition where your brain experiences regular intrusive thoughts which prevent you from being able to think and operate and function properly. Compulsions are a series of compulsive activities which you do in order to try to get rid of those intrusive thoughts. And it's a very serious, debilitating condition. A lot of people say, oh, I'm so OCD because, they put their pens in a particularly neat row, or they're just an organized person. That is not OCD. OCD is very, very serious, and it's something which I have suffered from for a long time. Why am I talking about it on this channel? Well, one of the most common forms of OCD actually is what is sometimes called orientation OCD, homosexuality or OCD, HOCD we'll see around. Basically what it is obsessive thoughts and compulsions around somebody's sexuality or gender identity. When we talk about gender dysphoria as well, often people who suffer from gender dysphoria will also suffer from some elements of obsessive compulsive tendencies. So, what is it? How do we handle it? OCD comes from fear, okay? Anxiety, OCD comes from a fear, okay? So we are afraid of something. And when we think about that thing, we can't get it out of our heads. We go into a state of panic. For example, somebody might be growing up and they thought that they were heterosexual, for a simple example, and they have attractions for the same sex. So every time a thought about the same sex comes in, your brain goes into a state of panic. Why? Because you're terrified that you might be gay or queer or bi or not straight. And this is very, very common. The problem arises where these thoughts keep coming into your mind and you're so terrified of the reality of them that you try and think your way out of it. Okay, so you don't accept the thought, okay, I'm attracted to that guy in my case, cool, lovely, fine, doesn't mean anything, cool. No. The thought comes in and you go, no, I don't want to be attracted to guys. No, I don't want to be attracted to the same sex. No, I don't want to be another gender or non-binary. No. I must resist this feeling. So, for example, I used to sit and try and think my way out of it. I would think, okay, well, what about women? What kind of attraction do I have to them? Okay, well, I do have attraction to women, so what does that mean? And so I'm attracted to men. What is it? Am I really attracted to men? What is it about them? Maybe I can kind of, work out a way of like not being attracted to men. And all of these things start just building up in your mind, and the result is mental exhaustion. So this can be really, really, really dangerous for people with complex or fluid identity or sexuality, because for us, our attractions and feelings are flipping around all the time. Sometimes we're attracted to men, sometimes we're attracted to women, sometimes we're attracted to both, sometimes we might be attracted to neither, sometimes we are attracted to non-binary people, sometimes we might feel like we are gender diverse, maybe we're demisexual, maybe we're not, maybe we're this, maybe we're curious, maybe it's a phase, and then it flips again. And we don't have a sense of stability in our minds and in our bodies, where we can feel kind of set and oriented in one state, one sexuality, or one gender. And so this is really, really important for our community. If you are suffering from anything like this, if this sounds like you, I would really suggest that you try to find some counseling or therapy. If you'd like a great therapist, someone who actually helped me to overcome this, check out Rowan Therapy. Rowan Therapy, they're based in Ireland, but they do Zoom calls and what have you. Check out Rowan Therapy online because they are absolutely fantastic for this. But any kind of therapy, just go and talk about it if you can. Things that I did to overcome this. First of all, try to write down the obsessive thoughts that you have. So you can do it on a bit of paper, you can do it on a notebook. I kind of did it on my phone notes because I'm out and about. Write down the time and then just a line about what the thought is. So it might be 8:30, wake up, thought about guys, panicked. 11:30, obsessive thought about blah, blah, blah. You get the picture. And once you've done this, you can do it for a week. You can actually visualize all of the obsessive thoughts that are coming into your mind. And what this did to me was actually show me how serious the issue was, because I was having 60 to 80 obsessive thoughts per day. It was really, really ruining my existence. The second thing is acceptance. So if you need to do this with a therapist, I would recommend it. But essentially, for me, the solution to OCD of this type is you've got to accept that thing which is making you terrified. So you've got to be honest with yourself about that thing and accept it within you. And in order to do that, the best thing to do is to be honest with yourself and then try and find somebody to be honest with. Okay, it could be a friend, could be a family member, could be a therapist. Try to confront your fear, okay? And what you will do when you confront your fear and you accept your fear is that when those intrusive thoughts come in, you won't be resisting it anymore because you've accepted it. So, oh, I see a hot guy in the street. That's nice. That's a hot guy. It doesn't mean anything about me. It doesn't mean anything about who I am. It doesn't mean anything bad. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just a feeling. Okay? A lot of us get told that we are bad, that we're sinful, that we're wrong, that we're deluded, that we are confused, that we are not valid. All of these things weigh on us and make us panic when these thoughts come in. But ultimately, and it takes a little while, so go easy on yourself, but ultimately, we have to accept those things about us and accept that those things don't mean anything about us. Okay? And this is what I often talk about with labels and stuff. You know, if you're attracted to the same sex, it doesn't mean you're gay. You know, if you have certain thoughts about your gender identity, you know, it doesn't mean you are trans. It doesn't mean that you're less of a man or less of a woman, or this or that. It doesn't mean anything, and it certainly doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you're wrong. We have to accept the feelings, the sensations, and the intuitive reality of what our mind and body experiences. So try to face that fear, conquer that fear, and love the whole you with the help of therapy, if you can. If you can't, come to me and we can talk about it. I'm always here. Please don't suffer with this alone. There's loads of us in this community who get it, so you're never ever alone. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Please write your comments and views and questions in the comments, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.